Here on BBC One, we look to the future in Tomorrow's World.
Here's Peter with another of our regular reports on new business ventures.
Cranfield Institute of Technology, Bedfordshire, 1986. An industrial robotics class is lectured on automation and machine vision by Frederico Margules.
All the processing that takes place in the computer.
Students come here from all over the world to gain their degrees, but 3 of this class of 86 were to end up staying in Britain and setting up business with, of all people, their lecturer.
The computer then addresses this array of pixels to
It all began with a PhD research project. Using TV cameras, Frank Meyer had come up with a novel way of teaching a robot complex movement.
And this will be followed by the vision system. Okay, so we lift it, cameras are following it. I go through space, and you see on the monitors happening here, yeah, and then go down.
It did away with time-consuming special programming by simply getting the robot to mimic Frank's actions.
And it's taking the robot through step by step along this path.
Since much of the Cranfield research was sponsored by the Ford Motor Company, their engine plant was an obvious place to find a job in the real world. This robot takes flywheels off a conveyor belt and slides them onto engine crankshafts. The flywheels must be rotated to line up with a key in each crankshaft, an obvious task for a vision system.
It uses an ordinary surveillance camera to look at the end of the crankshaft and then search for the keyway, which it then marks with a cross. That information is then translated by Frank's computer into instructions to guide the robot. A straightforward solution that's still in use today. Integral Vision, as they now call themselves, was still a tiny company, but this success gave them the confidence to approach other large organizations.
So we went steaming ahead and quoted for all the large companies who might be interested in our products. We had miscalculated a fundamental fact, which is it takes a long time from an inquiry or a quotation to actually receiving an order.
In fact, the company was in serious debt, and their problems didn't disappear when orders were placed. Cadbury's asked them to monitor the size of fudge as it emerges, still hot, before being cut and coated in chocolate. But developing the system to give operators a clear display of fudge size took 3 months of special computer programming. Philippe was given the job of shortening that time.
What we did was to create one program with always the same features and make it more or less standard. And now we just had to take that big program, add only the difference for the new application, and we are down to 2 weeks.
With Philippe's new program reducing development time, the future looked rosy. And at last the cash flow started. Their next goal was to design a range of standard vision systems to feed the information in. After these multiple TV cameras measuring fudge bars, came an infrared system for inspecting steel bars. A video microscope can even be used to check circuit boards. And now they're trying lasers.
With the laser, we can actually measure the height of a component as it's extruded. As you can see, as I move the part up and down, the laser beam is deflected, gets further away from its zero line, and that is picked up by the camera and gives us the height of the component.
This project was actually financed by a government SMART award and looks like finding another application in the British steel industry. These huge bars are made to very fine tolerances, and the laser system could be used to find out how much each bar bends along its length to within 1 millimeter per meter. Now they can produce equipment quickly for many applications. They're a victim of their own success and find their final problem is satisfying demand.
Installation. I'm not going to be able to do anything until probably towards the end of May.
The constant inquiries are handled by Peter Ramsden.
We're short of personnel across all departments in the company, and the only way to overcome it is to expand.
Company resources are stretched as their cramped workshop tries to cope with new customers as well as existing ones coming back for more. That's why they think now is the time to expand. And their first step will take them full circle back to their beginnings. Frederico and his old students are hoping to be the first occupants in a new science park being built at Cranfield.